Hey you, thanks for joining me. So I thought I would do a little bit of a intro to this channel. I did one like the very first video that I ever made, but obviously things change between when you start things and where you go. So I thought I would just kind of talk a little bit about some of my values with this channel. If you can kind of get behind some of the values that I have, or if that's something that you want to hear more from, is like someone who has these values, then it might help you to decide if you want to subscribe and follow me or not. Because like niches are hard. Niches are really hard to decide on. And I don't really like to limit myself that way, at least right now. First one we'll talk about is just discomfort because it's in the name of my channel and it is still one of the core values for what I make. So I am of the belief that discomfort is something that we as humans need to work with and to deal with. Well, often we think of discomfort as something to be avoided or something that's really annoying or bad. Um, Discomfort is so necessary for so many of the things that we end up wanting to do in life. I had trouble breaking down how to get from where I was to where I wanted to be, but one of the simplest things that I could break down to is that I need to get more comfortable with challenging myself to do uncomfortable things, to get out of my comfort zone. So many things that involve like personal growth and discovery involve kind of dealing with discomfort. Even just me making videos is uncomfortable, but it's something that I really want to do. So in itself, I'm dancing with discomfort every time that I make a video or share something, but I'm also trying to find new ways to dance with discomfort and get a better relationship with discomfort. So that's one of the values of this channel and the one that this channel's name is based on. So beyond that, we also have a few others. One of the other big ones is humanity. So I just wanted to clarify quickly what I mean by humanity as a value, because it kind of sounds like, oh, I value humanity. I think all people are great. Hurrah. And I really don't. I really, in general, like kind of hate people. But when I say I value humanity, I value treating other people with dignity. I value sharing human experiences. I value being kind to other people. I value kind of choosing to do these things in spite of how terrible people can be. So yeah, if I just to kind of make it a little bit clearer that I'm not like, oh, everything is so fantastic and everybody's great, because that's so not my vibe. Uh, but it's more that I choose to try, even though it sucks and even though it's hard. I still try to be a source of connection, to be someone who shows like decency to other people, I guess, in spite of how crappy people can be. I make content by a human for humans. So I don't use like AI generated content, and I want to try to make this as human of a channel as I can. Struggling to figure things out on my own and yeah, just trying to keep a very human aspect to this. Try and share like human experiences, views, and struggles. I try to share things that have worked for me because maybe they will help somebody else. They're like really one-off things sometimes, like how I learned how to journal, how I figured out journaling, or how I got less scared of birds. Like those are very specific things that if you don't really care about them, like it's fine. But if there is someone who might be helped by that, by knowing that another person like struggles with that thing, that's why I make those things. So just to potentially help other people to feel seen in their struggles, to have some other options for things to try if they are looking for that. Not to say that I have all the answers for everybody. I value treating other humans with dignity. So I am not going to tolerate any like xenophobia type stuff, no racism, homophobia, transphobia, none of those like icky phobias are a thing that I'm about. So the next value I wanted to talk about is a mindset for exploration and discovery. So I do not have all the answers. I will never claim to know everything. And I like to just learn and explore and try and figure things out when I'm making things. I really do try to work hard not to misinform people, even if I make like a general statement about anything, I try to like look things up and back it up, because sometimes I end up finding out that what I assumed was actually wrong, and I have to shift like my a lot about how I make my video because I had a wrong assumption. So I do try to like chase that curiosity, chase like, I'm not 100% sure on that, so I'm going to try and learn before I like make a video on it. So the other thing that I really do value is promoting other creators and other artists. So I try to link people who inspire me. I try to share where I got inspiration from, and yeah, just shout out other people. I really appreciate that when other people do it. Yeah, those are some of my values for this channel. And if you do vibe with that, then cool. I'd love to see you tag along with me, subscribe, like videos, things like that. If you don't vibe with that, no pressure. Just thought I would put this stuff out there.